What's good, everyone? Welcome back to FaShaun. This is episode 9. Today we have another staple that I'd love to highlight. Great for guys everywhere and something you need to have if you like menswear and style. The white Poplin shirt. This one specifically is from Thom Browne. Let's get into it. So the color is white, of course. The material is this white poplin fabric. We're going to get into the history of that later. Price retail, I think this one was $500. However, I did get this vintage through somebody for an amazing price, which again, I'll talk to later. Sizing, I'd say it fits true to size. This probably equates to a men's small to medium. Why do you need a poplin shirt and why did I buy this one? Well, the description of it is just, it's a necessary piece in anybody's wardrobe and arsenal to have a white poplin shirt in some degree, whether it's from Uniqlo, whether it's from Thom Browne here, whether it's my other two recommendations later in the video will probably be from Drake's or a more formal option from Eaton as well. But this is something that you can use in all seasons, in all environments. You can probably think of in your head right now where casual settings this could work, formal settings where this could work, you know, the office for one of them. This one specifically by Thom Browne I really like because it has more patternistic branding to really give a little bit of flair to the white poplin. It could be a little bit boring, which I really like. There is sleeve customized like sort of closures here with buttons, so if you have smaller arms versus larger arms. Just settings here, buttons as well, where you can either clasp it in or roll it up and show a little bit of those forearm tats that you probably have, and then a pocket here as well, and buttons to secure the collar down. Again, with this patternistic branding, I just feel like it's so much better than that logo mania that some shirts that have. And again, with that poplin fabric, you're really getting a comfortable and versatile garment. One more thing to add, just to tack onto the description of this garment specifically, is what is poplin? Poplin is a type of textured fabric. Could be anything, cotton, wool. They used it in the 15th century for the first time, usually with silks for noble men and women in those higher caste houses, and it then filtered down to the UK, and then the UK introduced it to North America. And it's pretty much just a way to weave the fabric in a plain weave that gives it kind of this like corded appearance and feel. And it's very durable, and it's done in a way that just lasts the test of time, and that's why I feel that you definitely need one in your wardrobe, because once you have one, you don't need to buy another one, right? It's very versatile and will develop that character as both you and the garment ages. So what's my purchase rationale? Like, why did I buy this? Pretty much, as with all my other stuff, all the other stuff that I've reviewed here, is I've never had one. I never had like a white poplin shirt that could be used formally as well as casually. I like a white chambray shirt that's like a painter's shirt, very breezy and boxy, but you know, you can't bring that into the office, right? And it's only really good for summers anyway. So this was something that I needed, that was super, I knew I needed it, and I knew it was super versatile, so I wanted to spend the money on it. And I ended up finding one from a woman who's selling it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. Now, obviously, when you look at that, it's like, this is probably fake, but I looked at the pictures. She was close by. She was coming to my city, Toronto, very soon. So I said, hey, listen, bring it. I just want to inspect it before I give you the money. Is that fine? She said, sure. I inspected it, and sure enough, you know, it's real. And you can feel it with the quality of the fabric. You can look at it with the stitching. You can look at it with the other hallmarks on it, and the tag, of course. So I paid $50 for this, and even though it's a women's and I have it on the max sleeve setting, it fits. And so I would implore you, if you could find, I think retail is like $500. Do not pay that. Find it vintage. Find it on Grailed. Find it on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe you'll get a gem and a steal like this one. And yeah, that's why I did it. There was versatility. The price was really good, and it fit me perfectly, which is great. Going into the market analysis, the one thing I can say is usually there is a critical threshold. There is a level that is acceptable for Poplin shirts. It's around actually the $100 mark, and it goes up until the 400s. After that, it's overpriced and a ripoff. Don't get it. But again, get vintage anyways. Get whatever you want for as low as a price, right? Get the most out of your dollars, especially in today's economic times. But the first one I'll say, it isn't Poplin, but it has the same look and textured feel, is the Uniqlo slim fit iron-on shirt. I think it's around 40 bucks. It's cheap. It's something where you could use it all the time. The warranty on it is good, and it also, very importantly, has free hemming, so it could fit on you. You can get a larger size and then slim the waist out if you really, and keep the shoulders if you really want. Definitely an option if you feel that you're gonna beat it up. If you're gonna beat it up, you can use it a lot. It's mostly used for work. I would definitely go with that Uniqlo option. Middle of the range, I've actually gone for Eaton. The reason why I say middle of the range is you can find them on sale for around 200 bucks. So that is middle of the range with these shirts. It's the Eaton Elevated Piqué white Poplin shirt, I believe. And you're gonna wanna go with this one if you work in a really, really formal environment and you want something a bit more elevated. It has pearl buttons, which is super, it's such a nice detail to have. Very nice fabric on the skin. It lasts forever. Eaton is also kind of a historical house when it comes to formal wear and specifically men's shirts. So you're definitely getting some provenance with that shirt. So again, your dollar goes a long way. I think retail is like $300 to $400. Please don't do that. Like I've seen Eaton shirts on Facebook Marketplace for $60. You know, take it to the dry cleaner. It's pretty much good as new. So definitely buy vintage, but Eaton is that second option. The third and final option, the most expensive one that I have here, but I feel once you go past this, you don't really need to go any further, is the white Poplin shirt from I believe it's from Savile Row, but I see them more in New York, Drake's. Drake's is a fantastic formal wear house. I love it. Kind of like a formal ALD, if you will. When I'm older, I said I'm gonna dress in Drake's and Guyaya cashmere. Like that's like my vibe when I'm older. But they make a fantastic Poplin shirt. It's around, it's the same as Eaton, $300 to $400. However, the reason why I have it above Eaton is simply because they don't do the volume that Eaton does, so you're less likely to see a sale. You're more likely to pay retail for the Poplin shirt from Drake's than at Eaton. But again, what you get is that provenance of very heritage, fantastic cut, amazing quality for purchase, that same pearl button closures as well, and you're not going to go wrong. It's going to be something that lasts forever, and you're going to wear that with pride as well. So definitely, if you are in New York, you're in London, go to Drake's, try on that white Poplin shirt. You know, we've talked about everything, description, why I bought it, the market analysis. Now let's get into it. Let's do my favorite part of these videos, styling. Okay, so we have the ALD New York snapback braided hat, I think, the ALD picnic basket, the Thom Browne Poplin shirt. We have a Dries Van Noten linen sort of wide fit pleated pant with the Birkenstock Kyoto. Pretty much styling this outfit, I planned it for the summer. Welcome to the casual outfit. We have some linen, brown, sort of tan trousers. We have the white Poplin shirt, of course. We have another tan and green sort of picnic tote from ALD, and then the ALD hat as well. So these all complement each other. We've completed the circle as well when it comes to the fit. We have brown and brown and brown, so that works. There's green here, green underneath the hat as well. We completed the circle even on those fine sort of colors that we're using throughout that are not like secondary colors of the fit. And then the white up here and the white over here as well. That complements each other. And you can even wear some white socks with whatever sandals maybe, depending on the look of it. Like maybe you have some brown mules, then you can definitely add some white socks as well to really complement the white of this as well. So we completed the texture on that end. The linen and the Poplin go together with the textures. Fits me pretty nice, tapered. It goes sort of in a triangle here. So we start off sharp here on the hat with a proportion. Going down, so this is a nice slim triangle, fantastic for the summer, flattering as well. Some functionality with the bag, just vibing out in the city. This is a great summer outfit. I can't wait to rock this in the summer. It's gonna be sick. Oh, and also, 2 buttons down, but if you're feeling a little bit saucy, a little bit flirty, 3 buttons down maybe. Hey, up to you. For the formal fit, we have the Arc'teryx Valence blazer with the Poplin shirt underneath, some wide fit Uniqlo C pants, my favorite pants that I own, I'm pretty sure, as well as these black and white, white and black I should say, Dries Van Noten boots. Getting into it again with the fit, very sort of loose fitting blazer. This is the formal outfit of course, so we had to button it up all the way to the top. Tight up, a little bit tight on the neck, but that's probably just because the fit maybe a little bit off for me because it's a women's versus a men's. Going into it, what we've done with the color now is we again try to complete the circles on the whites and the blacks. So we have a nice formal boot here, white and black on the boot directly, so that correlates with the white of the Poplin shirt, the black of the pants, and then the black of the blazer, thus completing the circle on the black and completing the circle on the white. In terms of textures, very smooth fabric for both the blazer and the pants, and then the Poplin adds a little bit of texture to at least give it some definition. And then the proportion again is more than kind of like the casual outfit, because the Poplin is kind of tapered to your body. What you want is kind of give yourself a little bit of more proportion on the bottom so that it's more of that triangle again, so triangle going up, going down, and that's kind of the proportion that we land with. I could have worn a hat, but again, it's the formal one, kind of not wearing a hat when you're sitting at your desk working, right? So that's the formal. For the experimental fit, we have the Prada Vintage Racing hat, apparently is what it's called, the smoking hat, the Uniqlo U knitted vest, the Poplin shirt, a vintage leather tie, Comme des Garçons pants, and the tabbies. So what do we have here? Also, please excuse the tie. I just had to, I wanted to wear it with the tie, and I would commit if I was actually wearing this outside at the moment, but there's like 4 buttons buttoning the haul. It's like impossible to take off and put it back on and take it off again after the video, so I just showed you what it's like with it on. But essentially, what you want here is the experimental outfit. We have gone, again, with a triangle shape. However, what we've done is we've cut off the triangle just above the ankles there, and then added a chunkier silhouette to fill in that negative space. When you do something like this, you definitely want a chunkier shoe at the bottom. A thick combat boot would work here as well. I wanted to go a little bit different and grab a tabby for this specific type of silhouette, but we have a texture that's thicker than the Poplin, so it's above and then the Poplin is below, showing a depth of textures. We're completing the circle here with red, reddish, maroon burgundy, red here on the hat, red here on the side. We have a navy here with the Thom Browne logo, and then this tie is actually a dark, really can sometimes be mistaken for black, dark navy leather tie. So that is completed the circle there. Again, if I was wearing it, the black and the black and the black socks, that completes the circle as well with those colors. And then we just go like down here with the proportion, right? So that triangle going up, and then I just increased the proportion of my height by slightly a little bit with the hat, giving it a more pointed bulbous shape at the top, going down into the tabbies. This is definitely a bit more experimental. This works in terms of a fit, but it's not really my style, so I probably wouldn't wear it. But you know, now that we've seen the casual, the formal, and now the experimental, let's pick one and go out on the road. Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everyone? Welcome to a very terrible, gloomy Toronto, potentially snowstorm in April. Okay, we're on our way to the brick room. We dressed formally. We did the formal one, so we're on our way to my favorite coffee store, shop, cafe, whatever, in the financial district in Toronto. I'm gonna show you the amazing path. Come along while we talk about life. Well, that's about it with the Poplin shirt. again, financial. It works here, you know. This is primarily where you'd probably wear this and then get drinks after, something like that, and you know, fit right in. Everybody's rocking a Poplin shirt that I'm seeing, you know, or a type of like button-up shirt, but the Poplin I think is just that much better. And the one from Thom Browne, like, I can't recommend it enough. There's some branding there that you can utilize. Also holds value as well, right? If you find a deal, definitely go for the Thom Browne one. If not, go for Drake's. And then more formally, I go for Eden. But that's it. The Brick Room, financial. FaShaun out. It's supposed to be 18 degrees tomorrow. So, you know, this is, yeah.